Hey, yo! We are back in the building. I'll be your host and presenter, Dashiki Dash, and I'm here with my boy, my co-host, Kojo is in the building.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You know what? I was in a great mood, obviously, before we linked up for this, and then I got a message. Do you mind if I read this out?
Yeah, go ahead, man. Go ahead.
All right. It's not to do with wrestling, by the way, but anyone that is on a dash of sports knows that you cover more than just wrestling. You do football, you do so many sports, right? But hear this. Here's a fact for everybody. Fact is in capital letters, by the way. I'm pissed off. Martin Odegaard could pass the ball to his opponents 150 straight times and still have a higher pass accuracy in the Premier League this season than Bruno Fernandes.
Oh my God.
I was having a great day, bro. I was having a great day. Goodness sake. How are you, man? How are you?
Don't worry, because when it comes to this, we can put all our footballing woes to the side and we can just literally just concentrate on wrestling without the heartache and pain. But I'm good, man. Apart from that, I'm really good. How you doing?
Yeah, no, I'm blessed, man. I can't complain. Good health, good wealth. So, well, hopefully good wealth in the future. But yeah, right, all blessed, man. All blessed, man. Everyone's healthy. Can't complain.
And to the viewers out there, for those that are watching, welcome back to Do You Still Watch Wrestling? This is the place where we keep you updated. We give you the recaps to what's happening in the world of predominantly WWE. But we try to cover other wrestling, organizations and promos like that. But it's shameless over here, man. We're WWE more than anything. Before we get into things, just make sure that you like, comment, and subscribe. Do all of that, all the housekeeping business, and share it, man. And also, most importantly, press the notification bell so that you don't miss out on any of our shows. Listen, we've got a fun-packed show today. We are on the road to WrestleMania. Are you getting excited yet?
Yeah, man. It's also the rivalries they're heating up the right way. So we're getting good content, we're getting good TV, man. It's exciting to watch, man. So yeah, I'm excited about this one. It's WrestleMania 40, man. It's 40. It's a milestone. It's a milestone.
And it looks like it's going to be big. It's out there in Philly, Philadelphia, right? Am I not mistaken?
Yes.
Yeah, Philadelphia. Yeah, I almost got confused because Logan Paul just announced that SummerSlam is going to be in Cleveland.
That's right.
So that's another thing that we're going to be touching on today. But just to obviously in order of the agenda for today, we've got Cody Rhodes slaps The Rock.
Bow.
So we call that mbata across the face. Seth Rollins and Drew McIntyre still producing the goods with the content that they're bringing out. Is actually getting hotter and hotter as the weeks go by. So Seth Rollins disses Drew McIntyre in a emphatic way, and then we've got KSI gets RKO'd by the one and only Randy Orton, dead straight in the middle of the ring. Logan Paul doing some great work as well. KSI is all, Logan Paul and KSI, yeah, I think they're two people that you would say within that social media or influencers or anything like that you can see that in their childhood they were wrestling addicts. Because the way they take the bumps, the way they take the moves, and just the way how Logan Paul has been, just I think you can't even doubt Logan Paul right now in WWE, can you?
No, you can't. And even it's not, you're talking about the selling, like it's not only the selling, it's the in-ring chemistry he already has. It's the mic skills, man. He's better than a lot of people already. He's damn good at it. He gets the business. So, and when you hit, because of that, I started listening to his what's the thing called, Impulsive.
Impulsive podcast, yeah.
Yeah, and you can tell that when he's talking to these guys, talking to Randy, talking to Cena, whoever else is having the show, he's not out of place talking about the business with these guys. You know what I'm saying? He gets it, but he also wants to understand and learn more. That's what you need, man. You can always learn. They can continue to learn. Even the most experienced guys say they still try and learn from even the new generation. What excites the fans? What do they want to see? You know what I mean? So, yeah, man. As for KSI, thing is, yeah, I'm not gonna lie to you. I hate that guy. My God, hate is a strong word, but bro, I hate him. But
I rate him highly, man. I rate him highly.
Credit where credit is due, my guy. I'm not gonna shy away from when you deserve credit. He deserves credit. The way he sold that RKO.
I'm telling you.
The RKO. I couldn't believe it. I could not believe it.
Not many.
Even the acting beforehand where he realized, crap, this guy's behind me. Yeah, come on, man. Come on, man. Even those little bits.
The thing about if you've watched, if you've consumed KSI's content and like from the really humble beginnings, like he's had like skits where it kind of mimics like wrestling and all that kind of stuff. So he's a big wrestling head. So for me, when he was doing all of that, I just knew that he would never be out of place because he's been doing that in a smaller scale, like, you know, in his bedroom or whatever with his brothers or like so. Yeah. The Logan Pauls and the KSIs, they're capable of doing this, and they're not out of place. KSI appeared at what was it at Crown Jewel, or where was it where he dressed up as a bottle?
Was it Crown Jewel?
I don't know. I can't remember.
Was it the Rumble?
It was one of those. It was one of the big events, basically.
Yeah, it was. Yeah,
and KSI was obviously in the I don't want to obviously mention the bottle of beverage, but he was dressed up in their beverage, bottle, and he interfered in Logan Paul's match. But yeah, that those two there are what you would say people that you would easily say they're not out of place when they appear at WWE. Like sometimes you get like celebrities and influencers or people that come into WWE and they can't really sell moves. You know, as big as Snoop Dogg is, and he does his thing, that little segment that he had with the Miz and that was well, no, it was good, but you know that Snoop Dogg is not athletic like that. You know what I mean? Where you got your KSIs, your Logan Pauls that are like they're showing their not just their athleticism, but they're showing like their character. They're showing that they can, jump on the mic. They're showing their acting skills, which is most important as well.
They've tried everything, man. They've tried everything, and they've no matter where they've gone, they've made a success of it. No matter what anybody says. That's why when I say I don't like KSI at all, at the same time, I'm not gonna lie on his name and be like, no, he was terrible. He was good. There's only one time he angered me with his acting. There was a clip. I don't know what show it was. But he was supposed to be some sort of gangster, and the way he was talking on the phone, which is kind of, I was like, what the hell is he doing? There's not one roadman in the whole of the UK that sounds like that. Stop it. But other than that, he's done his thing, man. So yeah, man. Man. I don't like his character, but at the same time, man, you just gotta give the guy his due, man. I'm not gonna shit on his name.
I'm looking forward to what more that they can bring to this storyline. We clearly understanding now that it is going to be a Randy Orton and Logan Paul WrestleMania, because we was kind of debating whether or not Randy Orton will have, I don't know, maybe a massive opponent like Cena. That was kind of being thrown around, but I don't think Cena's ready for WrestleMania right now. Although he always says like, call me, I'm always ready for WrestleMania. But yeah, like looking like it's a Logan Paul and Randy Orton. How are you feeling about that?
Sorry, what you say?
How are you feeling about Randy Orton versus Logan Paul?
Sorry, just one moment, because everyone knows free midfield is not just me. It's Cahill, and he's just up at the top of the stairs crying his eyes out. I don't understand why.
Shout out Cahill, bro.
Come on.
What's good?
Jesus Christ.
Listen,
we're gonna get to that. But
ask him the most important question on the internet right now. Do you still watch wrestling, KO?
I can answer that for him, man. We talk wrestling every day in this house, bro.
There you go, man. We gotta have him on one of these days. We gotta have him on.
Yeah, man.
But yes. Jeez.
How you doing, brother?
I'm good, my bro.
Oh, bro.
Long time no see, man.
I'm sorry for disturbing. It was too funny.
Nah, man. The more the merrier. You know, when it comes to wrestling vibes, people don't need to be hiding. You gotta come out the woodworks. Come underneath the ring. Come underneath the ring, man. What's good?
Hornswoggle vibes.
Hornswoggle vibes.
Oh my days.
For those that don't know who Hornswoggle is, he was one small guy, if I'm gonna keep it PC, and he just used to hide underneath the ring.
Dwarf. That's PC.
Yeah, it's dwarf. Yeah,
He's a little person.
Dwarf, yeah.
Little person. There we go.
Hey.
I don't know the terms right now.
We can say dwarf. Yeah.
Yeah, he's dwarf. He's a dwarf, and he's always hiding underneath the ring and interfering in people's matches. And you'd think he lives underneath them.
You're way too young to be talking about wrestling. Like, come on now.
That's right.
Yeah.
But back in the days, it used to be Dink the Clown. So you had Doink, and then you had Dink.
Yeah.
So that was another like dwarf kind of character that they had in WWE. But yeah, man.
No, there's Dink the Clown as well.
Oh, there was Dink the Clown. I don't go that far back.
Yeah, you see, I'm taking it back.
You're an OG. That's an OG.
Yeah, I'm OG. Yeah. I'm golden era.
Oh my god.
I'm the golden era.
I'm gonna
get man. Bless up. Shout out KO, man.
All right, Randy and Logan Paul. Yes, I am. I can't lie. No, I'm excited about that because now that I know, listen, the guy's worked with Kevin Owens, Roman Reigns. You can work with Randy Orton. Randy Orton for me, if I'm gonna be very honest, is the absolute best in the business. The absolute best, and he's been the best for a long time. And the reason why he doesn't get the best as the name is because fans kind of frown upon the so-called WWE style. But anyone you've brought in, that's been from the independent scene, that's been from New Japan Pro Wrestling, that's been from anywhere else, when they've worked with Randy Orton, they can't question him. They know how good he is, and he shows it no matter what. You know what I mean? So for me, the absolute number one wrestler for me, clean, smooth as day, is Randy Orton. There's not one person that can go out there and chat shit on that guy's name. But I can't lie, Logan Paul, I need you to get RKO'd, my guy. I need you to get RKO'd. I need your head clean in the mat. Done. 1, 2, 3. New US champion. I can't.
Oh man, I can't see Randy Orton losing at WrestleMania to
Logan Paul.
To Logan Paul. But if he did, what would that do? What would that do for Logan Paul? And I'm now thinking to myself, like, after WrestleMania, SummerSlam, could they continue that on?
What I'm thinking is, hear me out. This might sound crazy, but hear me out. Whether Logan Paul wins or loses, he will be a world champion in 2 years' time.
Ooh! Is that your prediction?
That's my prediction.
Oh, my days, exclusive.
Because he's not full time. He's not there doing house shows and every Sunday, Friday, bloody hell, every Friday on SmackDown. But he's there enough. And the good thing that he does is whenever he's away doing a project, he carries the title with him. So the prestige is going around. He's making it look important. I'm going to act, it's with me. I'm on my show, it's with me. I go to someone else's show, it's with me. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not just I'm the US champion, I'm going to leave it there and then come for every pay-per-view. No. He's there. He's doing promos in the ring. I think he'll get enough respect and build enough character that one day he challenges. Well, I'm hoping it's Drew McIntyre that wins. Whether in 2 years' time, if he's champion, I don't know. But I just think in 2 years' time, if he continues on this trajectory, you can't deny him a title match. You cannot.
I'm with it. I'm with it, and more so because TKO have taken over WWE now, and I think you're right in regards to like how there's a lot of crossovers now. You're seeing with UFC and that. You're seeing there's a lot more of the reality aspect to it. You're seeing Logan Paul obviously taking around the title. They've got that other, what's the other title that they got? Like it's like a white WWE belt that they take around and all the celebrities take pictures of.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I don't know the name of it per se, but I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah. So the branding of it all is being put out there a lot more and crossing over to a lot more things. So I think you might be onto something there. I think you might be onto something. I like the idea though. I like the idea because you can easily take maybe not the actual WWE title, but the one that Seth Rollins has got. So not maybe Roman Reigns has one, but the Raw title could be more.
If Roman Reigns loses it, Cody Rhodes is not going to be champion for 3 years. So
nah. Man, I hope not.
No, it's not gonna happen. No. It's not gonna happen.
Hell
so it is not out of the realm of possibility, because the one thing that's going to be good for Roman Reigns losing it is the fact that everyone else that faces each other, you can see them beating each other. You know what I mean? It's like Cody Rhodes did win his rivalry with Shinsuke Nakamura, for example, but because Shinsuke Nakamura gave him so much trouble, you can then see in the future, if it was Cody Rhodes versus Shinsuke at SummerSlam, the fans are going to be like, "Oh, Shinsuke incredible." They're going to be like, "Oh, you know what? I want to see this match." Reigns, the only person you can literally affect, the only two people you can see, maybe three now, because The Rock's back, genuinely going into a match and having a chance of beating him is Cody Rhodes and Seth Rollins, because of the way they've been built. So that's why he has to lose it at this point. But it's just good. It's good. And if we get Logan Paul going out there and being a champion with his name and so on, how popular he is on social media, you gotta take advantage of that. And so before I shut up, what you said about TKO, is important, because what I like that they've done is The Rock said in an interview, they said that, you can be a board member, but we want you here. When you're doing your other projects, go and do them, but don't come back every 4 or 5 weeks, because it doesn't make sense. So you've seen him 3 weeks in a row. There's continuity in the story. He's going to be at Mania. After Mania, he's gone. Apparently, he's got another project coming up. That's fine. He's got continuity. So if you're going to give Logan Paul a title, it's because we're not going to see him week in and week out. So I'm good for it.
Oh, that was KSI and Logan Paul, guys. If you're happy with that, WrestleMania matchup between Logan Paul and Randy Orton, let us know, man, what you're thinking. Put your comments in the comment section and let us know. Moving on swiftly, because you was just touching on the whole Rock and TKO. Cody Rhodes gets his revenge from after when he got slapped. Cody Rhodes slaps The Rock. That slap was heard around the world. And The Rock took it like a G, though. He took it like a G. I'm looking forward to his lick back on that one. But yeah, man, what was your thoughts, man? Cody Rhodes got pushed to the edge and slaps The Rock.
There is, when someone says to you that the reason that you're 20 years younger than your siblings is because you're a mistake, you you need to slap him.
My days, bro.
That's
I
the
beg
only
you,
appropriate response.
Go through that promo, please. Break it down.
So it was a great promo from start to finish, because Cody Rhodes was about to give his response to the challenge, which is probably obviously going to say yes anyway. Rock told him to shut his punk ass up. Going to spit some gospel on ya. Did what he did the last week, saying that, reiterating the rules of the match, what's going to happen if you don't win, what happens if you do win, all that stuff. And then Seth Rollins just, even though it's just a minute, the promo he needed, right in The Rock's face, saying, "This is my time. It's not your time anymore." So we want the biggest match.
I love that bit, man. You had your time.
This is our time. It's our time. You're not taking my time. So if you want this match, we're gonna do it. It's on. We accept. Cool. Right in his face. Then Rock goes, No, you sharp as well. Who do you think you are, bruv? But he went back to Cody again, because he's gonna keep calling Seth a clown, the walking clown emoji. He's gonna keep calling him that. But the beef with Cody's personal. It's become personal, isn't it? Man said, your father is looking down, just like that. My grandfather, his grandfather was looking down. Your brother is a future Hall of Famer. Your sister used to be a cheerleader for these guys right here in this city.
The Dallas Cowboys.
The Dallas Cowboys. And isn't it true that you are 20 years younger than your siblings?
And man nodded as well.
I said, yeah, that's true. Why? What do you say about that? You know why? Because you were a mistake. Cody went,
oh!
What?
What a diss. Slap.
Clean.
Rock took it like a G, though.
What? The thing, the annoying thing about the internet is it leaks everything in it. Bloody hell. Someone showed a video from the side that the camera shows the fans, that side.
Yeah.
And you can see when The Rock was doing his promo, there's a guy holding the camera going to speed up the promo. Okay. Yeah, apparently after the slap, there was supposed to be a fight, but because time ran out, we couldn't get more.
They ran over.
Yeah, but I
thought as well. I thought as much as well, because I was thinking, like, where was it? Just cut out. There was no, and then we got the behind the scenes when it was walking through the curtain, and it was like, oh, you know, the Rock's not happy, the Bloodline are not happy. But I'm just like, you left us in the suspense. I guess that's still good enough. But yeah,
no, I agree. Even the suspense is still good. It's still interesting because the Rock smiled, said, "Yeah, it's all right. We'll do." The Rock's gonna give you more. He's not gonna let you slap him on screen. But again, it's the angle thing, man. The angles are so interesting because now let me be honest. This is what it made me feel. Maybe this is very far-fetched, but this is the whole point of enjoying wrestling, isn't it? This might sound very far-fetched, but listen to me, yeah. I think that smile from The Rock can go in one or two directions. Either one, when we come back on Friday, I'm going to knock the fuck out of you. Or two, it could be that he is trying to actually G up Cody Rhodes to actually realize what he needs to do to beat Cuzzy. Because the one thing that people keep saying is, that are like more fans of The Rock and Roman, is you can't have The Rock versus Roman without the title. And my thing is, yes, you can, because if Roman loses the title, the title as head of the table, as the tribal chief, is immediately in question.
That's right. Yes.
So The Rock can say, you couldn't beat this guy. You've lost your title. You have nothing left. You're not fit to wear the crown no more. I will do it. And The Rock can go personal. I mean, The Rock makes more money than in 1 year than Roman makes in 4 years. But you can use that. I'm just thinking they don't need the title. You can do that next year WrestleMania and literally let it be for the head of the table. And you got the solo aspect, you got the Jimmy and Jay aspect. Like, there's so many things you can use here. So yeah, man.
Do you know who else? Do you know who else I was thinking to myself, and I just clocked last week? Nia Jax. How has she not been inducted into the Bloodline? But that's probably another story for another day, another time, man.
To be fair, I'm just gonna say this because I think if she gets injected into the story, they're probably gonna have to put Becky Lynch on Seth's side. But Becky's got the Rhea Ripley match.
She's got Rhea Ripley. Yeah, that'll be too much. It'll be too overcrowded.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Bro, deep that though. Imagine putting Nia Jax in that. That's just too much dominance, man. It's peak.
That's
it's done.
Too much though.
It's done because she can beat up men as well.
Two enforcers, Solo and Nia Jax.
And both of them can beat up any man that steps on the ring as well. Nah, yeah, man. It's long.
It's long. But you know what I liked from that segment as well, the promo, was Roman Reigns. I like the way Roman Reigns was biding his time. And the good thing about Roman Reigns right now, he's realized, which he probably knew anyway from a long time, there's no point in trying to go back to back with The Rock, like to show like, oh, I'm also good. Just allow The Rock to do his thing. This is what he's here for. That mic skill. But I like the way Roman Reigns, he's just in the back and it goes, yo, you gonna allow this cross-dresser?
Yeah. That line rattled a lot of people.
I was like, oh my days. I'm like, yo, WWE is going into, they're stepping away from this PG business, you know. I think they're stepping away from it with only a select amount of wrestlers. I think it's like you can't just be anybody to have that license to be able to say shit and, you know, bitch and all that kind of stuff on the mic. But it's like, I'm liking it, man. Let's bring it back.
Let me be honest. The reason why I didn't have any issue with the line, I understand because I won't call it back and forth. I had like a decent conversation with someone on Twitter, a wrestling fan who follows me on Twitter, and I just said to him, as much as I understand the noise, even though I still do think society is a little bit softer these days. But that's not my fight. That's not my fight. The reason why I didn't have an issue with it is because if you look at the Seth Roman rivalry after Seth became the visionary, he's always made a barb. Roman's always made a barb about Seth's style of dressing.
Oh, yeah.
Always been something about, oh, you're wearing your wife's clothing or something. So when he says something like that, I'm not hit as much as you guys are hit, because if you can say to someone you're wearing your wife's clothes, essentially that's you saying in softer words you're a cross-dresser anyway.
Yeah.
So he's not used that against anybody else. He's not using that to, you know, cuss anybody else anywhere else. And quite frankly, what people need to understand in life, which we need to understand, is we all need to get it, because we all get crossing arguments from time to time. It is what it is. We're human. But we're not always going to agree with people's ideals. So if Roman is not with the idea of being someone wearing the opposite gender's clothing and being okay with it, that's just his way of thinking. As long as he doesn't go out there and literally kill people for it, that's not my beef. Same way, if some people don't mess with, I don't know, the LGBTQ community, I don't care. But I don't need to go out there and cuss them out and call them every word underneath the sun, because they don't need that. Let them live their life and live yours. It's not my problem. It's not your problem. It's not their problem. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, you know, people struggle to live with ideals, and that's why I think wrestling fans get a bit, especially wrestling fans, wrestling fans, they get too touchy in these things. Yeah. You got to let elements cook. It is what it is. Sometimes they're going to say things on screen that you just don't agree with. But I'll be deadly serious. As long as they're not doing Vince McMahon behavior, I don't care. Don't care. Yeah?
Hey, we're going to get into that as well, you know. We're going to get into that. We're going to, you know, we'll leave that for another time, but we're definitely going to get into that, especially with the more stuff that's coming out about Vinnie Mac. You know, here we do not condone any of that type of behavior at all. And as the story obviously unravels on, you know, the stuff that he's been up to, yeah, man, he's going to get cooked on Do You Still Watch Wrestling? But yeah, man, like obviously the story continues, the saga continues with the dynamics. So as for now, on the road to WrestleMania, we can officially say that the tag team match has been accepted between Roman Reigns, The Rock, Cody Rhodes, and Seth Rollins, which then kind of leaves the whole issue between Seth Rollins and Drew McIntyre. Like, now, I'm going to continue saying this. This is actually one of my favorite storylines right now, in the midst of the Bloodline and whatever. This storyline is cooking.
Fantastic. So good. So good.
I say it the way The Rock says it. It's cooking. It's cooking. Like, the whole issue, Drew McIntyre right now is just telling Seth Rollins, please, I beg you, just concentrate on our match, our world title match, the prestigious of it all. Let's put our focus onto this match. Allow the Bloodline, because you've seen what they've done to me. They've cost me my title chances, my title shots. Solo Sikoa's come and he's interfered in my matches. The Bloodline, they've interfered in my matches. They've cost me. They've cost you before in the past as well. Like, so in order for that not to be a hindrance in our match, Allow them. Let them do what they're doing. Put your full focus over here. But as we've seen, Seth Rollins is not letting this bloodline situation lie. He's all about ending the bloodline because it's the the betterment of wrestling. To get rid of the bloodline. And Drew McIntyre is not happy. Comes down, slaps a brilliant promo. Seth Rollins comes down to the ring and to tell him, like, listen, I've got a lot on my plate right now. You know what I mean? You are a hypocrite because you was telling us not too long ago that we got to get the bloodline. We got to do this. We got to get them out of here. Now, all of a sudden, you've turned face and, you're now allowing the bloodline. You're letting them slide. Well, not on my watch. I'm still going to continue what I'm doing. And furthermore, in the midst of everything that I've got to deal with, of all the stuff that's causing me issues, problems, I've got a broken back. I've got a busted knee. I got the bloodline onto me. And where you rank in the list of my problems is at the bottom. Oh my days. Drew McIntyre was seething.
Crazy. Damn.
What was you thinking at that point? Because he was about to jump in the ring. Drew McIntyre was about to jump in the ring.
Bro, I was speechless because that's a cooking that I didn't see coming.
That was a cooking.
It's a cooking.
That's one of Seth's best promos.
Facts.
You know what I mean?
Facts. How are you telling your WrestleMania opponent that you because what you're essentially saying is, listen, I'll deal with you last because you're the last thing to deal with. You're just there. But at the same time, I'm still going to beat you anyway. So, like, what is going on?
Bro, no respect.
Fried him.
WrestleMania opponent, the grandest stage of all. And you're telling your opponent that you are the bottom on the list of my priorities. How dare you?
Bro,
like, I'm surprised Drew McIntyre didn't do nothing. I'm really surprised, but he looks like he is gonna. Look, I'm calling it now. I think Drew McIntyre is gonna win that. I don't think he's going to take this disrespect lightly. I think it's about time for Drew McIntyre to get his shot at the title, which he is going to be getting. But his title run, I believe, like, obviously during the CVID period where there was no fans and stuff like that, he was slightly robbed of his run. Although he did his best to try and carry the title and carry the company, but I think at this moment now, the stage is set for Drew McIntyre. And also, they're still not letting the CM Punk kind of, placement in their storyline lie, because Seth Rollins was like, I thought I met the biggest hypocrite of them all until I met you. So calling Drew McIntyre another hypocrite, like, so I don't know if there's gonna be a freeway in the future, or it's just to be a case where CM Punk comes after Drew McIntyre. Whatever it is between those three, that's cooking as well. That's marinating in the fridge right now. You know when you season up the chicken, you add the Maggi cubes and everything like that. You put that away. You put that in the fridge and let that marinate.
Marinate,
man. Like, what do you think the outcome is gonna be between them two?
Drew has to win. He has to win. He's doing. Thing is, as much as he got cooked, he's doing too much good work to not get the time. The promos are great, and the thing he's doing as well, his social media work. Even his most recent video, the guy's there in his kitchen, he's making his whey protein and said, "You know what? I thought I'll chat to you guys. Let's talk, because I'm trying to help this guy, and he's still chatting. But he's an adrenaline junkie. He loves the spotlight. So you know what? I'm gonna let him do him now. Let him go, because then when I beat him at Mania, he's gonna make every excuse under the sun. And the thing is, why CM Punk is such an important element in all of this, despite being injured, is because and I know he's coming back for the Chicago show in March, which is there's gonna be another cooking. But the reason why I'm liking this because you got these two guys that hate him, and what they're doing is they're using him as a main standpoint to cuss each other out.
Yeah.
When they don't realize they're behaving like Punk when he was the bad guy. You know what I'm saying? Like
they're both behaving like Punk.
You got Drew McIntyre essentially saying, I've done everything the right way for you guys, and you're not giving me my respect. Similar to
Straight
what
edge.
He said when he was WWE champion, and he turned the heel on the Rock because he said, look what I've done for you guys. Genuinely, I'm here week in, week out for you guys. I'm your champion, and you guys don't give me the same ratings that you're giving these guys. And you got Seth Rollins, who's saying, I'm the guy here, and look how hard I've worked to get this title up, and you still love the other guy. Same way Punk would argue that back then he was the guy trying to make the WWE title the most important title again because people were a bit up and down about it. But no matter what, the company wasn't giving him the main events. The company wasn't giving him the shine that he thought he deserved. And the company's main guy was still John Cena. No matter what Roman Reigns does, even if you lose the title, you're still going to be on Roman Reigns as your guy.
Yeah.
Like, there's so many things that they're doing that CM Punk did. So he's the middleman. But now does he take advantage? Whoever's champion, when he comes back, who's he going to beat? Is he going to beat any of them? There's so many ways to go through, man. This is why I told people. Yeah, it's why I told people. You see, my cerebral assassin, the king of kings. There's only one person I love as much as Triple H on this planet in terms of celebrity, and that's Sergio Ramos. You know why? Because he does it on the football pitch. He's a Triple H of football. Win by any means necessary. And when he leaves the Kings, he does his own thing and creates a magical empire. This guy gave us prime good cooking TV on NXT. That was the best TV by far. And then another company came and tried to copy the model. I don't care what anybody says to me. They tried to copy the model. They tried to copy the model. They tried to be NXT point 2. And they're not NXT point 2. They're just AEW. And then he's now comes as the creative guy here. And you can see the stories are cooking good. And it's not just the men. The women are getting ones as well. They might not get the spotlight, but that baby story of Io Sky is cooking. The story of Rhea Ripley, Nia Jax, what's her name? Becky Lynch. And hell, even Liv Morgan is cooking. You know why? Because the game knows what he's doing. You respect my king of kings, yeah? My numero uno. You respect my guy, yeah? That's my boy. We're getting cooking food here. He's like he's frying plantain in vegetable oil. This is fantastic, fantastic flavors. Come on, man.
You are not wrong, man. Talk your talk. You are not wrong. Triple H is doing the business, and I think, like, you know, obviously now that there is more. I think there is a lot more creative freedom due to the TKO takeover and stuff like that, which is now owning WWE. So that does allow him. I think the way they screwed that's the Rock storyline with Roman Reigns was brilliant as well. Yeah. Because they realized they had to pump the brakes. Maybe in the past they would have tried to persevere and just plow through and just try to make it happen, but they heard the fans, they heard the cries of the fans and saying, "Nah, this is not what we want." But they was like, "No, but we've got the Rock here who's available, so we can't let him go. Let's make it happen. Let's see what we can do with this." So, yeah, man, wrestling right now, the road to WrestleMania, it is cooking, as we keep saying. I'm gonna just add an honorable mention. Chad Gable, man. Chad Gable, I'm going to mention him right now because I believe he deserves his flowers. I believe he is literally the next in line to ever be like Kurt Angle. Yeah. I know it's like an obvious comparison, but I think the work that he's doing right now at this stage, if they do not capitalize on this, they are going to miss the boat with him. Yeah. I believe he needs to be entered into this WrestleMania. It needs to be a triple threat. Yeah, the storyline is perfect. It means more to him, this title match. It means more to him. Big up Sami Zayn, but I think like since the Bloodline storyline, he's not really found his lane. There hasn't been anything. We all thought after the Bloodline storyline, it would propel him to being title contender, and it's not worked. for whatever reason. I think he was a little bit injured after the Bloodline storyline, right? So, and this is the nature of the business. Like you miss your slot, you miss your bus in regards to being that guy, then you got to start back up again. So for him to face Gunther at WrestleMania, personally for me, I'm not a fan of it. It lacks the, there's no spice to it. Like, yeah, Sami Zayn versus Gunther. Like, I don't feel like he deserves it right now. But Chad Gable, for me, that's like David versus Goliath. For me personally, like, I feel like there's more drama in that storyline. If you was to watch that fight in WrestleMania, even if Chad Gable was to lose, but just a valiant effort of watching Chad Gable go after Gunther, maybe some near falls, almost getting him, and like maybe Gunther looking like, yo, I almost lost my title at WrestleMania to Chad Gable, would hold more weight than watching, Sami Zayn and stuff like that. So I don't know how you feel.
The interesting thing about the Sami Zayn one is his story, which is not a bad story, is he main evented last year and had his moment especially with his best friend. So he had that moment. So we can argue that he doesn't really need, well, not that he doesn't need another moment. He have many moments as possible in it, but his story,
there was a build up. Sorry to cut you off. There was a build up to that moment though. Like we bought into it because it was the whole thing with where they've come from, him and Kevin Owens. You know what I mean? And just
there is, but it's a funny one because obviously because he's been Intercontinental Champion before. It's not that he's not credible to become a champion again, but his whole thing is this year is I have to show that I can actually be a champion without some sort of help, because he was with the Bloodline for essentially a year, and then he was with Kevin Owens for a year. So he's not actually had any solo work, and apart from when he faced Roman in Montreal in Elimination Chamber last year, and he lost. Fine, but he's faced Gunther before, couldn't beat him. So people are like, maybe you need your partner, and he's trying to prove that he doesn't. Now, the reason why I like the triple threat idea is because then you have Gunther, who's just dominant. Gunther's not here about, I mean, he's here for the record that he's setting. He's trying to extend that record, but more to the point, he doesn't really care about what you're trying to achieve. He's just there to kick your ass and show that he's the best. You got Sami, who is obviously trying to say, look, I need to be a singles champion, show that I can be my own guy. But then what you said about Chad Gable, what a moment that would be for Chad Gable, because he's essentially always been a tag team guy. American Alpha, and then the Alpha Academy. When there was a singles guy, Vince McMahon called him Shorty G. Yeah.
Don't worry. He's not here no more. He's not here no more.
I'm even sorry I even mentioned that name in the first place. Let's move on. Sorry, Chad Gable. If you ever listen to this, forget about that Shorty G time. That didn't happen. And then he's obviously done great with Otis. But in this year alone, mid-2023 to now, the current time, he's shown so much credibility as a singles competitor. Yeah, he's finally found his sort of role in his character-wise. He's got charisma. We can see that. He's got a bit of charisma about him. And what you said, like, yeah, he's the closest thing we have to Kurt Angle, and that's not him trying to be Kurt Angle. It's just when you watch him in the ring, he's so smooth. He's so good. He transitions well. But he's a pure wrestler, just like Kurt Angle was. You know, he might not be an Olympic gold medalist, but was he? No, he won some sort of medal. I don't know if he was Olympic gold of Chad Gable. But, you know, he's obviously shown that he's damn good. And for anyone that's a physique kind of fanatic, he's got the physique for it as well.
He's got the physique for it, yeah. Thank you!
The guy's good, man. I'm here for his moment. I'm here for it. And again, he's another one that if you give him a moment and he shines, it's not against the realm to maybe put him in a title match for a world title match in, you know, a year or two times as well. It's not impossible.
Them kind of underdog roles. I think that's how I see it, because I do totally understand maybe the credibility of Sami Zayn and Gunther can be sold a lot better than Chad Gable versus Gunther. But I just feel like sometimes that underdog storyline is far better than actually to determine who's going to be champ. Because I can't really I can't really see Sami Zayn beating Gunther likely to the same way I'm not going to see Chad Gable beat Gunther. So it's like if I'm going to be getting two people that the likelihood of them not beating Gunther, I'd much prefer a storyline that just has more emotion to it. Now I want to be watching it and thinking to myself, right, like maybe I think there'll be a much bigger pop if Chad Gable was to beat Gunther than if it's Sami Zayn. I don't know if you agree with that, but it's more of a like, all right, cool. Can the impossible happen? Is this a David versus Goliath moment? Can Chad Gable get that title and sell it on more? But Gunther's just doing what Gunther does. Gunther's situation right now is just he's as we're saying. I think the theme of this show is cooking. Yeah, if you get to the end of this show, make sure you write down cooking. His character, his storyline is literally on standby for world title, prospects. So right now we understand that we were not frustrated by the length of time that he's had the title or why is he not in the world title frame right now. No, we know that his time will come. Absolutely. And he is going to be, a future WWE champion, whether that's the WWE world, was it a world heavyweight title or the so many names of these titles right now. But you know what I mean, the Roman Reigns or the Seth.
Yeah,
goodness me. But listen, the road to WrestleMania is cooking, cooking. Where we're not too far along to the actual main event itself. For those that obviously, if you do still watch wrestling, comment, man, come and chat to us. We're on the Twitters, we're on, or X, or whatever you want to call it nowadays. We're on the Instagram. Pop us a question. Maybe we can answer the question right here on the show and elaborate more onto it. Make sure that you like, comment, and subscribe. Follow my boy Kojo, free in midfield. We do also talk about football and other sports as well. So you can find me on a Dash of Sports. That's where I talk about all things sports related, hot topics and trending stories. Kojo is obviously on free in midfield, talking about football, Premier League, world football in general, all the top stories. So you can catch us on our socials. Any last thoughts?
Bring on Smackdown, my guy.
I know. Smackdown's this Friday, guys.
This is interesting. It's not WWE, but did you see Mercedes Moné, Sasha Banks debut?
Bro, this morning. I like the CEO.
Yeah, it was nice, man. Hey, but
credit's due.
She can sell anything, man. She's damn good.
Yeah.
She's still flames.
But no, man.
Wow.
No.
Wow. What a woman.
Hey, one thing that I will say, you can see like how polished a WWE superstar is to
facts.
AEW. Like
facts.
I'm talking about ring entrance, cadence of it all, approaching the ring, how she's holding the crowd. I know that obviously they've got the whole CEO kind of chant in the song, so it makes it more vibrant, but it's gonna catch on. You know what I mean? It is going to be one of the things when she's wrestling, that CEO chant is going to be, so she knows she's on the money, Mercedes Moné as she's being called there. I reckon one of these days she's going to build up a brand once again large enough to then go back to WWE. I actually feel like the Mercedes Moné is actually better than the Sasha Banks.
I agree.
Me personally,
I agree.
It's got a better ring to it. The boss as well. I think the boss is kind of outdated, like it's all kind of outdated, that boss kind of tag. The CEO, I like it. So I can't begrudge her, man. I know it's AEW and we're not really pro AEW here, but you got to give credit where credit is due. And the best of luck to her, man. I feel like, just the last point of that, the fact that she went to AEW and what's her name? Feel the glow. What's her name, man? Naomi. She went. she came running back to WWE. I don't know how they're feeling about that, but listen, my girl needs to be closer to her husband. So I guess it's one of them ones where it's just like, look, man, I can't really be over here in AEW doing different tours and being on the road at different times. I got to be with my husband, so that's the reason why she made her way back to WWE. But man, all the best of luck to them all. The women's division, we want to see more from them onto the road to WrestleMania. Obviously, there's the whole Rhea Ripley and Becky Lynch stuff going on, so hopefully that can cook up a little bit more, so we can start chatting about it. At the moment, it's just simmering, so we'll obviously have more for you next week. Apart from that, man, that is the show in itself. Do you still watch wrestling? The Cody Rhodes slaps The Rock. KSI receives an RKO in WWE. Drew McIntyre gets cooked by Seth Rollins. And there's many, many more. Like we said, Smackdown is this Friday. And I believe The Rock is making another appearance. So there's stuff to look forward to. So, yeah, man, guys, make sure that you're here next week. Again, we'll be here to ask you that question once again. Do you still watch wrestling? We do. I hope you do as well. Until the next time, peace.